Hey everyone, welcome to Cooking with Taz. In this video, I'm going to share the recipe for making the crispiest snack with bread. It's going to be stuffed bread box, so it will look like a beautiful box, and I stuffed the box with a delicious beef filling. You can even use chicken or any other kinds of fillings, so I went with beef filling. First I made a sandwich with the beef filling and the bread, then I dipped the sandwich in a batter and then in breadcrumbs. So the batter and the breadcrumbs made this snack super duper crispy. So guys, let's get started and let's make the crispiest stuffed bread balls. I have taken 1 pound or half kilo beef. So this is stew cut beef. So next I'm going to add some spices. First adding grated ginger, half tablespoon, and then grated garlic, half tablespoon. You can also add 1 tablespoon ginger garlic paste, 1 teaspoon chili powder. So this is regular hot chili powder. I'm also going to add some Kashmiri chili powder, 1 teaspoon. So this is mild and it will impart a vibrant red color. Half teaspoon turmeric powder, 1 tablespoon coriander powder, 1 teaspoon garam masala, and finally going to add 1.5 teaspoons salt. Give everything a good mix and let all the spices coat well over the beef. Allow it to marinate for 15 minutes, or you can keep it for longer time, 30 minutes to an hour, or can be kept overnight in the refrigerator. Next step is to cook the marinated beef. So I'm using my Instant Pot. So I've added the marinated beef into the stainless steel pot, and let's close with the lid. So I'm going to select pressure cook setting, and since this is beef, it will take 20 minutes to pressure cook. So set the time to 20 minutes at high pressure. So I'm using Instant Pot Ultra model, so I'm clicking start. After 20 minutes of pressure cooking, I'm going to do a quick pressure release. So if you don't have an Instant Pot, you can cook the beef in a regular pressure cooker. So I'm opening the lid. So here is the well-cooked beef. So there is some liquid in the pot. I'm going to strain the liquid and I'll use that for making soups. I will be only using the cooked beef for making the beef filling. We can also cook the beef ahead of time and then either store it in the refrigerator for a few days, or you can store in the freezer for a few weeks. Next, let's make the beef filling. For that, I've placed a pan over medium heat. I've added 1 tablespoon coconut oil, or you can use any kind of oil. Adding 3 onions chopped. So I've taken yellow onions. Let's season the onions with half teaspoon salt, and let's cook the onions till it turns slightly translucent. Next, going to coarsely grind ginger, garlic, green chilies in a blender jar. So I've added 3 garlic, 1 inch slice fresh ginger, 1 green chili, and a few curry leaves. So if you don't have curry leaves, you can skip it, and it depends on how spicy you want. If you want this dish to be very spicy, you can add more green chilies. So next I'm going to coarsely grind this, so adding like a tablespoon of water. So don't add a lot of water and make into a paste. We need to coarsely grind this. Let's add the ground mixture to the onions. So when we grind ginger, garlic, green chilies, it will add more flavor and taste to this dish. If you don't want to grind it, you can skip it. Just add grated or chopped ginger, garlic, and green chilies to the onions. Combine well, and let's cook till the onions turn light golden in color and also the raw smell of ginger garlic goes away. So this will take a few minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to slightly grind the cooked beef in my food processor. So I'm adding the cooked beef, just the beef, don't add the liquid. So let's pulse this. So we don't have to make into a paste. We are only going to slightly crush this. Here is the crushed cooked beef. As you can see, it has not turned into a paste. There are small bite sizes of beef, so we need to have that. So next I'm going to add this to the cooked onions. Onions have turned light golden in color and it smells really aromatic right now. So next let's add the crushed cooked beef. Combine everything well. So since we have cooked the beef with all the spices, the beef itself tastes really flavorful and aromatic. It smells amazing right now. So let's cook this for 5 minutes. So we don't have to cook any longer because we have already cooked the beef and also the onions have turned light golden in color. We don't have to add any more spices. So finally, let's garnish this with chopped cilantro, around 1/4 cup. If you prefer, you can also add some chopped mint leaves. Mix this well. So our beef filling is ready here. So this can be made ahead of time and you can store this in the refrigerator for a few days or in the freezer in an airtight container for a few weeks. This beef filling tastes delicious by itself, so you can enjoy this along with rotis, chapatis, naan, rice or pita bread, or you can make different kinds of snacks out of it like cutlets. Use this as a filling for samosas, spring rolls, or you can just make into sandwich or wrap it in a pita bread. So many delicious things you can make out of this beef filling. So in this video, we are going to make a stuffed bread box and we are going to deep fry it. It's going to turn into a delicious and crunchiest snack. So let's do that. For making the sandwich, I've taken bread slices. So I'm using white bread slices. If you prefer, you can use whole wheat bread, but I would say this snack will taste delicious with white bread. So let's remove the ends. So we are only using the white part of the bread. For making one bread box, we need 2 bread slices. So based on how many bread boxes you're making, take as many bread slices. So I'm going to smear some chipotle mayo on the bread. You can also use mayonnaise or any kind of spread. I love chipotle mayo. So spread that on all the bread slices. Next, let's top the bread with the beef filling, 1 to 2 tablespoons. So don't overstuff it. Keep the other bread slice over the beef filling. So we are basically making into a sandwich. So next, let's seal the edges. To seal the edges, all we have to do is spread some water. So using a pastry brush, apply some water and then the edges will turn soft and it will be much easier to seal the edges. So there should not be any gaps. So make sure it's sealed well. Here are the bread sandwiches stuffed with a beef filling. So I have sealed this really well. So next, let's make a batter. So for that, into a bowl, I'm going to first add 3/4 cup corn starch. So this is not corn flour, this is corn starch, and 1/2 cup all-purpose flour, 1/4 teaspoon ground black pepper, and let's add 1/2 teaspoon salt. Next, I'm going to add water little by little to make into a smooth batter. So in total, I've added 1 cup water. So the batter should be smooth and slightly thick. It should not be too thin. Here is the cornstarch and all-purpose flour batter. So keep this aside. So on a plate, I'm going to spread some breadcrumbs. I have placed a frying pan over medium heat and heated up some oil. So next, let's dip the bread sandwich with the beef filling in the batter. And next, we have to coat this with breadcrumbs. So first, you have to dip it in the batter and then coat with breadcrumbs. So spread the breadcrumbs all over the bread. Place it on the hot oil. So let this deep fry. So let the bottom side turn golden brown and then we can flip this over and let the other side turn golden brown as well. Let's flip this over. So we need to flip this over a few times and let both the sides turn golden brown. So it has already turned crispy. So this looks perfect. Both the sides have turned golden brown. It looks beautiful. So let's transfer this to a plate lined with paper towel. Before frying the next one, we need to remove any tiny particles that left in the oil. So I have cleared all the particles in the oil, and so repeat the process. First we need to dip in the batter and then coat with breadcrumbs and place it on the hot oil and deep fry it. The outside has turned super crispy, and the good part is that it did not absorb or drink too much oil. So this is beautiful, perfect, and we have a delicious beef filling inside. So guys, now listen to the crackling crispy sound. I'm not kidding, it's that crispy. This can be served along with tomato ketchup and it tasted delicious. Here you have it guys, the crispiest stuffed bread box with a delicious beef filling. So when you take a bite of this snack, everybody can hear that crackling crispy sound and it tastes incredibly delicious. So guys, do give this recipe a try and let me know your feedback. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll be back with more cooking videos. Until then, happy cooking, take care and bye.